My name is Amber Donnelly, and I'm the Associate Dean for Student Affairs, and I'd like to welcome you to the 2024 College of Allied Health Professions Fall Convocation. If you haven't already done so, we encourage you to use the displayed QR code on the screens to pull up the program. For those of you joining us online, you can find the program link on our website. At this time, I would like to introduce Dean Kyle Meyer to give a few remarks.
Well, good afternoon. Thank you, Dr. Donnelly. As she said, my name is Kyle Meyer. I have the privilege of serving as the Dean of the College of Allied Health Professions, and on behalf of the entire college, I'd like to extend my warmest wishes and welcomes to our graduates, their families and friends, and our faculty and staff. The College of Allied Health Professions comprises 14 different health profession education programs and 2 interprofessional master's degree programs. Together, the allied health students make up the second largest group of health profession students in entry-level programs at the UNMC campus. Our honors convocation this afternoon is a collective celebration of the significant accomplishments of our December graduates. A short description of the primary role of each of our professions can be found on page 1 of the program. While our educational programs vary in size, the degree offered, and the length of study, each is similar in one very important way: faculty and graduates dedicated to excellence. Graduates you have joining you today, the dedicated faculty who have provided you with the highest quality education. And faculty in front of you today, we celebrate our newest group of graduates invested in their professions and committed to providing the highest quality of care for the patients that they will serve. I extend my gratitude to both our faculty and students for all you have done in advancing your respective fields and our college. As I think Amber mentioned, to accommodate those who are unable to join us today in person, we are also live streaming the event. At this time, I'd like to introduce and acknowledge the deans and program directors of the college. Audience, I'll draw your attention to the end of the program, which lists those names and credentials of the faculty of the college. Members of the platform, as I call your name, I'd like to ask you to stand and remain standing, and I'll ask the audience to please hold their applause until all have been introduced. Teresa Cochran, Associate Dean for the Health Science Education Complex in Kearney. Pat O'Neill, Associate Dean for Business and Finance. Tammy Webster, Associate Dean for Academic Affairs. Sean Grammer, Chair, Department of Medical Sciences and Director of the Physician Assistant Program. Karen Honeycutt, Chair of the Department of Allied Health Professions Education, Research and Practice, and Director of the Medical Laboratory Science Program. Tanya Custer, Director of Distance Education and the Director of the Health Professions Teaching and Technology and Healthcare Delivery Science Programs, and the Medical Imaging and Therapeutic Science Degree Advancement Options. Corinne Hansen, Director, Medical Nutrition Program. Mahashri Mukherjee, Director of the Diagnostic Cytology Program. Dr. Ryan Mullane, Medical Director, Physician Assistant Program and Division of Nephrology, College of Medicine. Dr. Anya Juel-Baez, Medical Director, Diagnostic Cytology Program and Director of Cytopathology, College of Medicine. Our marshals for today's ceremony: Rachel Litka, faculty in our Medical Nutrition Program, and Jennifer Krebs, faculty in our Physician Assistant Program. Finally, we have faculty members on stage today. Several will be participating in the hooding of their graduates. Please refer to your program on page 4. I'd like them to stand at this time too. And as they do, please join me in thanking all of these folks for their good work. Our lone seated individual is our keynote speaker, so we will introduce him separately in case you are interested. I'd also like to recognize a group of dedicated staff. Under their direction and the direction of Maggie Winnicky, they have organized today's events. These events obviously don't come off without a lot of work on the part of those folks. So I'd like to publicly express my gratitude to that group. They are around the auditorium. If you'd stand, we'd like to thank you for the good work you've done. They're in the back over there. Thank you. It's now my pleasure to welcome Kevin McGuire to the podium. In addition to being a faculty member in our Medical Laboratory Science Program, Mr. McGuire serves as the president of the College of Allied Health Professions Alumni Council. He joins us today in this latter capacity to share a few words to our newest alumni. Join me in welcoming Kevin.
Thank you, Dean Meyer. It is my privilege to serve as the president of the College of Allied Health Professions Alumni Council. On behalf of the council, I want to congratulate each of you on behalf of the Alumni Council on your accomplishments. When you receive your diploma, you are transitioning from a UNMC student to a UNMC alumnus, and I want to be the first to welcome you to the Alumni Association. As a UNMC graduate, you are in a worldwide cohort of more than 48,000 proud alumni health professionals. As you know, UNMC is a well-respected, rigorous, vibrant institution with outstanding faculty, students, and alumni. The work we do at the Alumni Allied Health Professionals, it makes a tremendous impact on the health and well-being of our communities. We at the Alumni Association are focused on engaging all alumni. We hope you will stay in touch with us and let us know about the work you are doing, as we would love to celebrate your successes with you. Our hope is that the Alumni Association can help create opportunities for you and enable you to remain connected to UNMC and your classmates, as well as meet new colleagues and future students. Please accept my sincere invitation to be active participants in the Alumni Association. We truly value your talents and look forward to working with you and witnessing the impact you make in your chosen professions. Again, many congratulations on your graduation and best wishes to each of you.
Thank you, Kevin. Each graduate this afternoon will be presented with a UNMC alumni pin to welcome them to the association. Before I introduce our student speakers, I want to share with you what we asked them to speak about today. A few years ago, UNMC and Nebraska Medicine examined hundreds of attributes and characteristics of academic health science centers and the health professionals that work in them and asked, what values should define us? What values would underpin the behaviors we expect to see from students, faculty, and health professionals who attend school and work at UNMC? After a long process involving a planning group of about 150 people and with input from the entire campus, we picked 6 values: innovation, teamwork, excellence, accountability, courage, and healing. Conveniently arrayed in this order, they create the acronym I Teach. We ask our student speakers to reflect on a specific I Teach value and tell us how it had the most impact on them during their time at UNMC. I invite you to turn your attention to the screens in front of the ballroom as our graduates share their thoughts.
Hi, my name is Lindsay Allen, and I'm a PA student here at UNMC in Omaha. The past 2.5 years, UNMC has set a great example of innovation for my classmates and me. Faculty consistently sends out surveys and questionnaires asking how they can improve our education and wellness as students. Additionally, whenever we have clinical skills labs, there's always multiple faculty present, showing us new and different ways we can perform procedures so each student can practice medicine in a way that suits them best. Congratulations to all the graduating students, and I can't wait to see everyone in the workforce making positive advancements and impacts in medicine.
Hi, my name is Leanne Lehman. I'm a physician assistant student from the Kearney campus. Teamwork is one of our I Teach principles, a value my classmates, faculty, and staff practice often. Throughout my time at UNMC, I have seen the true power of teamwork in action. Whether it's studying with fellow classmates, offering help to someone who's struggling, or being inclusive of everyone's perspectives, we have all worked towards this milestone. This spirit of collaboration will continue to help us succeed, impact our patients' lives, and improve healthcare. Congratulations, graduates. Together, there is no limit to what we can achieve.
Hello, my name is Gretchen Mall, and I'm a medical nutrition student here at the University of Nebraska Medical Center in Omaha. And I'm going to talk about the value of excellence. I've seen excellence in my preceptors and supervisors. They hold my classmates and I to high standards. I'm thankful that their excellence has helped develop us into skilled dietitians. Excellence is an important value to strive for after we leave UNMC and continue to care for patients.
Hi, my name is Kayla Maynard. I'm a diagnostic cytology student at the University of Nebraska Medical Center in Omaha. Accountability is one of UNMC's I Teach values. As students, it's important to have accountability in all aspects of life. UNMC has helped their students to be resilient, honest individuals who do the right thing no matter the situation. This is extremely important in both our professional relationships as well as in patient care, and is a value we will continue to utilize well into our professional lives. Congratulations to the graduates of 2024. I can't wait to see what the future holds for us.
Hi, my name is Diana Ramirez. I am a diagnostic cytology student here at UNMC in Omaha. During my time here, I've learned so much from my professors and my classmates, such as the importance of having courage. Courage is important for all healthcare workers. It is needed to properly advocate for our patients, take risks, and make difficult decisions. UNMC has properly shown us the importance of having courage while being a healthcare professional.
Hi, my name is Emily Thompson, and I'm a medical nutrition student. I will be talking about UNMC's I Teach value of healing. Whether it was an inpatient or outpatient clinic setting, I've watched myself, my classmates, my preceptors, and Nebraska medicine faculty selflessly and compassionately care for patients to promote healing both mentally and physically. Both the Nebraska medicine faculty and my preceptors not only practiced this value with patients, but also supported each other and students to create a welcoming environment to learn. I know me and my classmates will take this altruistic principle of healing with us in our future careers and beyond.
Thank you to our student speakers. That was a great reminder of the importance of our mission at UNMC today and every day. Let's give our student speakers a round of applause. It's with great pleasure that I introduce our keynote speaker, Dr. Jeffrey Talman. I refer you to Dr. Talman's full bio on page 6 of your program as I highlight several of his accomplishments. Dr. Talman is a professor in the Department of Pathology, Microbiology, and Immunology at UNMC, the Associate Dean for Medical Education within the College of Medicine, as well as his department's Vice Chair of Medical Education. He was the first James Linder Distinguished Residency Director Chair, inaugural director of the UNMC Interprofessional Academy of Educators, and the 2021 Varner Educator Laureate. He has been an avid supporter of our faculty and our students over the years, which is why it is a great pleasure for me to introduce him today. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Talman.
Good afternoon. First, I want to say to all the graduates that I am truly honored and humbled to be able to share this special day with you, one that I know that you're going to remember for the rest of your lives. Speaking for the stage party, I think it's safe to say that one of the best parts of our job as faculty is to get to share these special moments with you. I'm not only proud to have you join me as a UNMC alum, but also know that I can trust any of you with the care of myself and my family. And ultimately, that's our goal, all of our goals, is to train the people that we want to take care of us. Today's time also provides us with a chance to explicitly thank all of you in the audience today that have supported each of these graduates throughout their journeys and shared their time, energy, and talent with us. On behalf of everyone at UNMC, we sincerely thank you. Now, I know what it's like to sit in your chair and listen to graduation and convocation speeches, and I'm pretty sure you guys didn't come here for a lecture. Although I got a couple if you want, I can pull one out. But since I've been given a podium and a microphone, I thought I'd share some advice that may be practically applicable to you as you move to the next stage of your careers. This advice is based in part on an article I read a couple of years ago in Cracked magazine. And yeah, I am still a 45-year-old adult that reads Cracked magazine. But this is valuable advice, I think. And this advice is about success. I don't just mean success in your career. It could mean that, but it could also be a business that you start, a program, a charity that you become involved with, a church group, a club within the community, or whatever it is that you want to excel in or at. Now, I don't claim on having a lot of personal experience about succeeding, but I love biographies about successful and remarkable people. And my favorite parts of those are the first few chapters or 30 minutes of their movie, where it talks about how those people differentiated themselves from the pack, how they became who they are. And while every story is a little bit different, each of them have the same three things in common. The first two, well, those are easy. Number one, successful people have a degree of talent in the arenas that they succeed in. For example, Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan, we all know, is an incredibly successful athlete and businessman. But I highly doubt that if you sat him down in a particle physics lab, that he would have a non-steep learning curve, if you know what I mean. The second is almost cliche. Nearly all accomplished people have worked incredibly hard to get to where they are. I hate to break it to you, but the real world is not like Harry Potter, Star Wars, or The Matrix. You don't wake up one day and discover that you're a Quidditch star, proficient in the Force, or able to dodge bullets in slow motion. Successful people have almost always invested thousands of hours in practice and have sacrificed a great deal to get to where they are. Now, every one of you in this room has talent in spades, in science, critical thinking, compassion, social interaction, observation, and let's face it, health professionals are poster children for hard work and sacrifice. But remember, I said there are three things. The last one, the third, is this common component of all the stories is often not played up very much because there's a degree of chance. That third piece involves randomly meeting the correct person at the right time and managing to impress them. I'm sure everybody on the stage has someone like that set them on their path that they're on right now. They randomly met the right person and impressed them. As an example to support this rule, I'm going to tell you a story. There was a hardworking, talented actor who was bumbling around Hollywood in the early 70s, a town full of talented and hardworking people. He got some bit parts here and there, but never anything really big, and so to make ends meet, he got a job as a carpenter, building cabinets. At one job, at one house, he started talking to the homeowner, and they kind of hit it off. That homeowner, by the way, was Francis Ford Coppola, and that carpenter was Harrison Ford. He impressed Coppola so much that he introduced Ford to one of his buddies, George Lucas. One thing led to another, and eventually he offered him a bit in this little project that he was working on, Star Wars. Billions of dollars of movie tickets and merchandise and characters that were so important to our culture, Han Solo, Indiana Jones, so on and so forth, all started because of a random chance meeting. Now, on the surface, this sounds like it's in large part out of your control. As someone whom the odds almost never be in my favor, I like to stack the deck when I can. And that's what I'm here to give you folks some advice on, how to stack the deck to meet your Francis Ford Coppola. Simple reasoning says that if making connections in these is important, you should increase the number of people that you interact with. Be active in your professional societies, church, play or coach softball, join a ballroom dancing club. Whatever it is that you find interest in, do it. We often joke that having a life is anathema to being a healthcare professional, but these interactions are not only important to your mental and physical well-being, but they provide you connections, a wealth of connections. You never know who that person is that you shoot the bull with at the gym every day. When the colleague you eat lunch with every day has a skill that's needed in a project or something you want to get off the ground, or when your pastor has a paradigm-changing idea or perspective. Another piece of the strategy is to volunteer, to say yes to groups, projects, all of the things that seem like extra work. When I was a second-year resident, one of my attendings sent an email asking for help on a research project. I had no research experience at this point, so I said, sure, why not? I've got nothing better to do. And we ended up getting a manuscript out of this work that lasted for a month or two. It got published and I forgot about it. A little bit while later, I got a phone call from a member of the College of American Pathologists, who's our professional society, who liked the paper, remembered it, and offered me a position on one of the committees in that organization. From there, I got the opportunity to become involved in 2 more committees, a supervisory council, develop webinars, online modules, and even got to lobby on Capitol Hill on behalf of that organization. All of these opportunities came because when someone said, hey, I'm looking for help, I said, sure. The last and likely most important way to maximize your chances of meeting the right person and impressing them is to be able to sell yourself. In other words, decide what it is you want, what your goals are, and articulate them. An elevator speech about yourself. Tell others what you want to do as often as you can. Are you interested in STI prevention in a certain patient population? Are you passionate about developing systems to empower breast cancer patients? Do you want to enter into administration to improve patient safety and quality? Do you want to start your own business? Tell people. Tell your boss, your program director, your chair, your dean, your head of group, your friends, your family, basically anybody who will sit still long enough to listen to you. Tell them. This increases the chance that when people hear about something that's in line with your passion, they'll send it your way. Ask yourself the question, how can anyone help you if they don't know what it is you want? In closing, I'm going to use one last cliche from the 80s Saturday morning cartoons that I grew up with. You really can do anything you want to. While it's true there are large unknowns in the future of healthcare, this vague thing out on the horizon that everybody talks about, this is also an environment in which opportunities to make the health of your patients truly better abound, and you can potentially write your own ticket. You are well prepared, and you have an entire community of people around you who believe in you. What you've hopefully seen through your time with the faculty members here is that healthcare is a team sport and requires the help of numerous individuals. So to end, on behalf of all of us here at UNMC, we congratulate you, and I can't wait to see the incredible things you're going to accomplish, all the successes that you're going to have.
So on behalf of the College of Allied Health Professions, thank you for your inspirational remarks, and please accept this commemorative gift from Dean Meyer in appreciation from us today. As we turn to the presentation of our graduates, I'd like to bring your attention to the ways our graduates will be recognized. First, in your program, graduates are listed in the order that they will be presented. Your program also includes acknowledgments that the graduates have chosen to convey on this occasion. As part of today's convocation ceremony, graduates from the Diagnostic Cytology, Medical Nutrition, and Physician Assistant programs will be hooded. Hoods date back to the early medieval academic attire and is a special recognition for candidates receiving master's or doctoral degrees. The placement of the hood on the graduate is symbolic of their success in completing the rigorous requirements of their graduate educational program. The colors of the hood indicate the academic area in which the degree is held, as well as the academic institution awarding the degree. Additionally, some of our graduates are wearing a white, blue, and green cord that signifies their participation as an AHEC scholar, a competitive program that prepares its graduates to better serve the rural and underserved communities across Nebraska. In addition to the hoods and cords, another special recognition is graduation with honors. Those graduating with honors will be wearing a medallion indicating one of 3 tiers of exceptional academic performance. The color of the ribbon holding the honors medallion signifies the various levels of distinction which are detailed in your program. Other academic regalia and professional honors recognitions received by our students can be found in your program. At this time, I will ask the marshals to escort our graduates to the stage. If you wish to take pictures, there is space in front of the stage to do so, and please feel free to come down as your graduate's presentation nears, and then make your way for subsequent photographers. In addition, at the UNMC commencement ceremony this evening, a professional photographer will take a photo of each graduate as they cross the stage and receive their diploma. Those photographs will be available to you online. The reader will call each graduate forward by program. We ask that you hold your applause until all graduates have been introduced for that program. Some of our graduates are unable to join us in person today, but are participating virtually. For those graduates, the reader will direct your attention to the screens at the front of the ballroom. Tanya Custer and Tammy Webster will present our graduates, and at this time, I will turn it over to Tanya Custer.
Thank you, Amber. Let's begin. The first group of graduates will receive the Master of Diagnostic Cytology degree. Deborah Buster from Phoenix, Arizona. Savannah Cheyenne Holman from Fresno, California, graduating with highest distinction. Kayla Jean Langer from Spalding, Nebraska. Savannah Rianne Meeks from Dallas, Texas. Diana Teresa Ramirez from Cairo, Nebraska. Our next graduates are participating virtually, so please direct your attention to the screens at this time. Joanna Alvarez from Dallas, Texas, graduating with distinction. Claudia Perez Garza from Dallas, Texas. Jen Lamb from Fresno, California, graduating with highest distinction. Taylor Mannon from Fort Worth, Texas, graduating with distinction. Juan Salzar from Dallas, Texas. Alicia N. Spear from Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Please join me in congratulating the 2024 graduates of the Diagnostic Cytology program. The next graduate will receive the Bachelor of Science in Medical Imaging and Therapeutic Sciences degree as part of one of our degree advancement options. Laverne Halliday from Hartford, Connecticut, graduating with distinction. Please join me in congratulating the 2024 graduate of the Medical Imaging and Therapeutic Sciences degree program. The next group of graduates will receive the Master of Medical Nutrition degree. Erin Eilers from Lincoln, Nebraska, graduating with high distinction. Anna Freiberg from Annandale, Minnesota. Peyton Hainline from Omaha, Nebraska, graduating with highest distinction. Gretchen Lee Mall from Seward, Nebraska, graduating with highest distinction. McKenna Patsios from Kearney, Nebraska, graduating with high distinction. Anna Reinschmidt from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, graduating with high distinction. Bridget T. Schroll from Omaha, Nebraska, graduating with distinction. Brittany Ann Spieler from Columbus, Nebraska, graduating with highest distinction. Emily Ann Thompson from Groton, South Dakota, graduating with highest distinction. Peyton Young from Omaha, Nebraska, graduating with distinction. Please join me in congratulating the 2024 graduates of the Medical Nutrition Program. The next group of graduates will receive the Master of Physician Assistant Studies degree. Megan Acosta O'Gara from Jackson, Nebraska. Lindsay Nicole Allen from Lee Summit, Missouri. Alyssa L. Anderson from Trainer, Iowa, graduating with distinction. Haley Joe Bartz from Lincoln, Nebraska. Agrini Broken from Kearney, Nebraska. Catherine Botkin from Omaha, Nebraska, graduating with highest distinction. Larissa Bovee from Lincoln, Nebraska, graduating with distinction. Gnak Chun, Joanna Bowie from Lincoln, Nebraska, graduating with distinction. Austin James Burt from Kansas City, Missouri. Bethany Jean Collins from Grand Island, Nebraska. Madison May Keneally from Omaha, Nebraska. Corinne R. Cook from Omaha, Nebraska. Rebecca Dabalski from Colorado Springs, Colorado, graduating with high distinction. Rebecca Unger DeWitt from Kimballton, Iowa. Mary Margaret Fiella from Ulysses, Nebraska. McKenna Marie Flint from North Platte, Nebraska. Alyssa Taylor Flynn from Valley, Nebraska. Michaela Marie Fritzen from Omaha, Nebraska. Mariah Stacy Gann from Callio, Missouri. Christopher Allen Griffiths from Spring Lake, North Carolina. Jordan J. Grooms from York, Nebraska. Shelby Ann Guston from Omaha, Nebraska, graduating with distinction. Leah Ray Hake Beck, Valley City, North Dakota. Bailey Halkett from Humphrey, Nebraska, graduating with distinction. Sydney Dawn Hampton from Durant, Oklahoma. Alexis Ann Heaton from Waverly, Nebraska. Sophia Herrera from Omaha, Nebraska. Peyton Ann Hoffman from Windsor, Colorado. Megan Marie Justice from Kaukauna, Wisconsin. Claire Jana Lee Keller from Hastings, Nebraska. Cassandra Jean Kent Jensen from Hebron, Nebraska. Casey Dana Kirschhofer from Omaha, Nebraska. Dominique Layson Kashurkas from Phoenix, Arizona. Lee Ann Lehman from Eustis, Nebraska. Ridley T. Laree from Eden Prairie, Minnesota. Lauren Jean Mann from Omaha, Nebraska. Kylie Nicole Masker from Kearney, Nebraska, graduating with distinction. Reagan Renee Mazur from Marshallton, Iowa. Sarah Ann McGill from Omaha, Nebraska, graduating with high distinction. Katie McLaughlin from Papillion, Nebraska. Natalie Jane Millhouse from Lincoln, Nebraska. Haley J. Moody from Eaton, Colorado, graduating with high distinction. Madeline Mulder from Ralston, Nebraska, graduating with high distinction. Megan Nielsen from Norfolk, Nebraska. Julia E. Pecker from Papillion, Nebraska. Sydney A. Randall from Anoka, Minnesota. Abigail Christine Reading from Omaha, Nebraska. Madison Shea Reinhardt from Phoenix, Arizona. Catherine Rose Ruffalo from Omaha, Nebraska, graduating with high distinction. Delaney M. Saucier from Omaha, Nebraska. Kerrigan Shelton from Grand Island, Nebraska. Molly Claire Sindelar from Elkhorn, Nebraska, graduating with high distinction. Jacob Sorensen from Blair, Nebraska. Michaela Dawn Sorensen from Graybull, Wyoming. Kelly Marie Straub from Omaha, Nebraska, graduating with distinction. Nicole Lee Schwarzendruber from Shickley, Nebraska. Allison Marie Tremaine from Newcastle, Nebraska. Kelsey Hannah Twite from Omaha, Nebraska. Macy Ann Weeb from Lincoln, Nebraska, graduating with distinction. John Michael Wilson from Bath, Ohio. Sydney McHale Wolkin from North Platte, Nebraska. Please join me in congratulating the 2024 graduates of the Physician Assistant Program. This concludes the presentation of graduates. Please join me again in recognizing all of our outstanding December 2024 graduates. I now turn the podium back to Amber.
It's now time for the graduates to recite their respective pledges. The physician assistant graduates have a profession-specific national oath that is recited by all PA graduates and will be led by Pam Dickey. All other allied health graduates will recite the pledge for allied health professionals led by Karen Honeycutt. Karen and Pam, please come forward. Graduates, you will find your respective pledge or oath on the back of your ceremony page. It will also be displayed on the screens as you recite it along with your pledge or oath leader. Audience members, please hold your applause until both have been completed. Karen, we will begin with the pledge for allied health professionals.
Those graduates reciting the pledge for allied health professionals, please stand and recite the pledge along with me. I pledge and commit myself to the ethical, responsible, and diligent practice of my profession. I will respect and uphold the laws that govern my profession and adhere to its ethical principles. I pledge faithfully to honor the inherent dignity of all, to treat those who depend on my help with respect, consideration, and appreciation for our diversities. I pledge always to protect the rights and confidentiality of those who seek my help and to act only for their benefit. I pledge continually to strive to learn, to further my professional competence, and to share my knowledge with those who seek it. I pledge always to serve to the best of my ability, to conduct myself with dignity, and to place service to humankind before personal and material gain. With honor and pride, I commit myself to my profession. You may be seated.
All right, physician assistant graduates, I invite you to stand and recite along with me the physician assistant oath. You've worked hard for this. I pledge to perform the following duties with honesty and dedication. I will hold as my primary responsibility the health, safety, welfare, and dignity of all human beings. I will uphold the tenets of patient autonomy, beneficence, non-maleficence, and justice. I will recognize and promote the value of diversity. I will treat equally all persons who seek my care. I will hold in confidence the information shared in the course of practicing medicine. I will assess my personal capabilities and limitations, striving always to improve my medical practice. I will actively seek to expand my knowledge and skills, keeping abreast of advances in medicine. I will work with other members of the healthcare team to provide compassionate and effective care of patients. I will use my knowledge and experience to contribute to improved community. I will respect my professional relationship with the physician. I will share and expand knowledge within the profession. These duties are pledged with sincerity and upon my honor. Congratulations, you may be seated. It's now my pleasure to turn the podium back over to Dean Meyer.
Thank you all. What a wonderful group of graduates. My congratulations to all of you. On behalf of the entire College of Allied Health Professions, I want to thank you and your families and loved ones for choosing UNMC to pursue your health profession education. We are honored to have participated in that education. As we near the close of our celebration, I want to remind you of the mission of UNMC. That is to lead the world in transforming lives to create a healthy future for individuals and communities. Transforming lives is what UNMC is all about. I encourage you to take a few minutes over the days ahead to reflect on this mission and consider your own transformation from novice student to competent and confident health professional. More importantly, I hope you'll reflect on the compounding effect that transformation can have. Today we applaud and appreciate your achievements, but I remind you that the real transformations lie ahead of you. Over the many years of your respective careers, you will each take what you have learned at UNMC and transform countless other lives. Lives of patients, colleagues, friends, students that you will teach, members of your family, members of your community, in fact, entire communities. When I consider the multiplied impact of your collective work and of that of all of our graduates, I am even more confident that UNMC will, in fact, lead the world in transforming lives. I wish you all the very best for a long and successful career. Extend my best holiday wishes to all of you gathered here. This concludes our December 24 UNMC College of Allied Health Professions Convocation. Don't forget, I look forward to seeing you tonight if you want a degree. So we'll do that later at the commencement. Thank you again for all of you for coming to this special celebration to honor our graduates. I'd ask the graduates one last time to stand and face the audience, if you would, please. Faculty, family, friends, class of 2024.